This very red car you see here is a Suzuki Kizashi. It's Suzuki's first mid-size car, and it goes up against the Mazda 6 and the Honda Accord. This top-of-the-line Sport adds all-wheel drive, which means it also goes up against the Subaru Liberty. It's $12,000 more expensive than the base model, slower and uses more fuel. Can't possibly work. Can it? Amazingly, it almost does. It's too slow to be a real sporting sedan, and that's not really what this is about, and everything's just 95% there. But there is a lot to like about this little red engine.
For a start, it's packed with stuff. The leather trim is soft with classy silver stitching, it's even on the doors. The 6-inch display controls a pretty good phone, entertainment and sat-nav. The screen is a bit dim, and on this car at least, the streaming music kept stuttering, but the setup was painless and simple. Dual zone climate control is inherited from the Prestige trim model, and there's cup holders and storage everywhere. The instrument cluster has a very Germanic feel to it. It's easy to read and has everything you need to know. There's plenty of room for 3 out back, but it is a little bit tight on headroom.
One of the few problems I do have with this car are these seats. They are very flat and very hard, so when you're cornering, they tend to try and not hold you in.
Outside, the Kizashi really works. It's the best looking Suzuki by a mile, even in low spec touring form. The Sport adds a set of nice looking 18-inch alloys, deeper front bumper with an Audi-like grille, classy treatment of the exhaust outlets and a subtle spoiler. The big disappointment is under the bonnet.
The engine drones out about 131 kilowatts, which isn't a lot, and it's even less when you consider this is a 1600 kilo car. And for a sporting car, or a car that pretends to be sporty, you want it to make a bit more of a noise. It's not a nice noise.
It does, of course, have a trick up its sleeve: all-wheel drive. While it doesn't turn the Kizashi into a rally car, it delivers even more grip. You won't be slingshotting out of corners any faster, but it gives you an incredible feeling of security in the bends, wet or dry. Suzuki have pulled off a trick the French used to, a car that both handles and rides well.
Given how good the handling is, the ride on this car is a revelation. It's very, very good. It's difficult to understand how a car that rides and handles so well finds so few buyers in this country.
The Kizashi Sport may not be a properly sporty car, but if you can accept that and look at the benefits, handsome looks, excellent ride and handling and plenty of gear and gadgets, the Kizashi Sport is a good car looking for a good home.